Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have my masculine twin flame read for you guys. It's in front of you. I'm going to give you a quick one from last night. I did one at 1:55 a.m. last night, so it's for today as well. It's a really quick one, but it was done at 2:14, which is Valentine's Day, and also the lovers came up right smack in the middle of that read. So I wanted to get that one out to you as well as the one in front of you. Definitely with the movies I watched, there's definitely sexual wounds coming up. I watched Frank and Lola, which was very much about sexual trauma wounds. And also, if you haven't seen, where is it? If you haven't seen this movie yet, you have to see it because it's really good. It's The Freedom, where is it? Saw it a minute ago. Oh, there it is. The Freedom Writers. If you haven't seen that on Netflix, it's really good. And that's about childhood wounds of like living in a war zone. So sexual wounds and war zone wounds coming up. I came back from my run just a little while ago, so forgive me if I sound short of breath or anything like that. I should be fine. This first read for today, March 7, 2020, was done at 1:55 a.m. I cut the SIRIAN STARSEED deck, which is the main deck for the read, for those of you who aren't familiar with my reads. And it was finished at 2:14. And 1:55 is the Magician and the Truth, the Ace of Swords. And the 2:14, of course, is Valentine's Day, which is the High Priestess and the Temperance card. But coming up is also Pi Day, so it's significant because I forget which country it is, like China or another country in the Orient somewhere, that 3:14 is Valentine's Day for the feminines to ask a masculine out on a date. So that's significant not only for Pi Day, but because it's the second Valentine's Day as well. So this first read from late last night, and again, I was tired, but it's really quick. I wanted to give you the information. The major arcana were Justice, the Lovers was in the middle, Tower, Karma, and before the read was Indigo, after the read was the Chariot. Indigo is like the Magician in this deck. And then we had 3 Cups, 1 Pentacles, and 3 Wands. The Court cards, we just had the Queen of Wands in the read last night, and then after the read, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Swords. So the energy for today is the 7 of the Chariot, and then it adds up to the Temperance card, so we have 7 and 14. So the Chariot and the Temperance card, the Angels, Patience and Balance, and the Chariot also for me is Ascension. It's very much that polarized pulling in, like see the opposing forces, creating that vacuum, the out and the in, and then going up with the Ascension with the Chariot. Also the combination of the feminine within the masculine, being the actual Chariot, that they are the vehicle of Ascension. All right, so this first read, the numbers in the code line were all about change and manifestation, but manifestation, the first 2 letters were blocked, so it was coming up as Ma, and then Nigh-festation, and Nigh is that show of power, so a festation of showing of power, like that can be ego, a lot of that, or conceitedness, that kind of stuff, and Ma was coming up with that. But change and manifestation, and the temperature rising of Jesus and the feminine, so it's the masculine and the feminine energies, and the 5th workplace was coming up, so 5th was coming up, regarding the feminine, and then fun and fin were also coming up, so having more fun. As the temperature rises, spring's coming. Jesus and the feminine, or the masculine and the feminine, changeth the workplace, or the way they co-create together, regarding, it's like the masculine coming to the feminine, like he's now going to work his way into what she's doing. So there was just some stuff that came up online, nothing really significant. Some crystal stuff came up, 1517 part 4, more crystals. A military site came up, Red Dead Redemption 2 came up. RC 1207, if you're into the number part, that came up. That's from Wikipedia, so that's Star Wars stuff. And then a gun review also. So again, weapons and war. And Star Wars, literally, is war. And then the sexual stuff came up as well. The numbers that came up in this one last night, the code line was 8 from 5 and 3. So 5 is the Hierophant, 3 is the Empress, and then 8 is the Strength card. We also had 313, 55, which is the Ace of Swords. 1010, that very high vibration, like a trail, 1010. 99 is very much about compassion. 35 is the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, the Mary Magdalene energy. 510 is a lot of source energy behind the 51 of the King of Swords, which is the masculine a lot of the time, his logical man self, right, his thinking man. And the 59 came up, the Five of Swords. 910, begin again, as well as 34, the Eight of Wands has been coming up a lot, and 45 is the Five of Cups. 57, the Three of Swords, and 79 for me is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, like when she crossed the bridge. So this one started with justice. And again, the second read is in front of you. That's not the first read. This one, since we had major arcana of justice, lovers, and tower, very much about Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, and then karma is like the judgment. So that's Aquarius for me. So those energies, a lot of air energy here, as well as Scorpio. And Scorpio is big in the second read too. As well as we had Indigo. So the Magician is Gemini, but also Virgo. For me, it can be Aries as well. And then Chariot's Cancer, they also came up. So regarding justice, and underneath justice was the Four of Wands reversed, the Nine of Wands reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed, and the Indigo upright, or the Magician. So justice, divorce, and or Libra energy after a move, ending a marriage, or visiting another's home, or then them coming to yours or staying with you. Surrendering and purging emotional attachments. The Indigo manifesting a proposal, perhaps. The Knight of Wands rushing in with the Queen of Cups reversed, perhaps sad and hanging out, meditating in 5D, over loss and regret, or getting there, and healing their dreams. The Lovers were upright with the Divine Masculine guilty, and the Page of Pentacles hearing from the Fool with the open heart to leap defenselessly to the Queen of Wands reversed with a clogged up crown and snake in the grass. So she was coming up as negative, really negative energy there. So the Page of Pentacles, Divine Masculine's guilty as the Page of Pentacles, which can be an opportunity or an invitation. Learning from the Fool in a good way, because the Fool is upright with an open heart, right? To leap defenseless, but defenseless to the Queen of Wands reversed, who could be really angry, right? So he may be defenseless to her anger because her crown was coming up as clogged, and she's coming up as a snake in the grass. The Fool ignoring her anger and her spying, so the Fool not being a fool, but actually this loving person with an open heart taking a leap of faith, is ignoring her anger, right? So not feeding into the trigger, and also ignoring her spying. Anything that she's doing that she's trying to trigger him with, he's staying neutral. The Fool with has a good, loyal friend, and then this can be divorce as well. So there's some jealousy at night, running away from the Emperor reversed. The Lobster is sneaking out before the dogs get up or show up, all right? And they can literally be dogs barking, or the guys who are attached to the Emperor, right? His dogs. So the Knight of Wands rushing in with a rescue, sunshine, exposure, vacation perhaps, and the Knight of Pentacles offering to end the battle and disconnect, to agree to disagree. But the sword is with a very sharp edge, a mirror and a chalice on the table with metal scroll work. No more spying on lovers or worrying about chocolates left overnight, offering something healthy to Wonder Woman, so no longer worrying about any of this stuff. Comparing right knees to right wrist with cuff, like a Wonder Woman cuff. Victory at 28, which is the Twin Flames, the choice of path. And the King of Swords with a new life, the Page of Swords message in knowing without seeing. Post-war praying for dark birds to go away. The Hierophant is diddling, practicing his handiwork, perhaps, playing with his cane. The Ghosts of Wars Past, hallowed grounds. And for me, near me, Valley Forge was coming up because that's where some wars were. Cups left on the grass and thigh pads from hockey, perhaps. How could he have been so wrong? This is the masculine saying this. At 3:01 a.m., this was last night. And Hierophant, this is someone saying, how could I be so wrong, right? The masculine, the Hierophant, who always knows everything, in his own words. Justice and the Emperor reversed, out of control and disconnect, and not seeing eye to eye. Taurus and Libra, Queen of Wands reversed, and Emperor reversed, broke up. This was 3:02, so the Empress and the High Priestess. And that can just reference psychic abilities as well. So there's victory here, though, at 28. Again, is the twin flames. It's the Two of Wands, choice of path. And recently for the masculine was the Five of Cups reversed. Getting over the guilt and shame. The Chariot in a bold move to split, to get clarity, with the Empress reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. Leo or taming the beast. Could be a mother and daughter team, stroking each other's egos. And the foundation is the Ten of Cups upright with the King of Swords reversed, released and on his way, moving to be happy on his own. Lovers upright in a painful end or ending pain, or betrayal of the Hermit who may be feeling like they're going crazy, walking away to be free from the King of Cups. Sharing, settling out in a move or ending a marriage, the challenge being the Three of Pentacles reversed, the workplace, with issues of leaving perhaps. The Devil's coming up here with codependencies, juggling, performing, and walking away, but being strong, taming the beast, and settling out and then moving. Present, gift, or powerless, dependent, and holding their tongue. Rejected Queen of Swords reversed. Patient angel, Scrooge, implementing a plan, as the King of Wands is coming out without option to surrender. There may be jealousy here with the Magician in love, as I'm losing my voice because I'm talking about the masculine coming out. Magician in love literally was coming up here with the Queen of Swords reversed. Now the Five of Wands reversed, surrender and dumping attachments, as the Magician with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Leo reversed, or just someone who's weak or stubborn or he sees as lazy, or a Taurus, coming together to recover after work or after not working. Avoidance and where to go from here, weak or Leo out of control in the aftermath, and then clarity about a third party or work issues and an exit strategy. Surrendering, the Page of Cups reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed came up here too, reversed. So Page of Cups isn't in a good mood in these reads today and yesterday. Finding the words without option, like after not being able to find the words, now someone's finding the words, or perhaps giving up, or for the Queen of Swords reversed, Suffering in silence and returning from the past, the Dark Knight to his sunshine, exposing all, or perhaps the kids. Ten of Cups and jealousy of the Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. And by the way, all four queens and the Empress were reversed in this read, this first read. They might have been in this second read too. So soon for the Queen of Wands reversed, burdened and starting over in love, defenseless to the energies, and offers love from the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated, to the Hierophant in disconnect, not working or at work, or work's not, things not working out well there at work presently. But the Page of Wands reversed doesn't agree perhaps with their parents' religious beliefs. So this could be children challenging their parents, or a religious leader offering love to the Queen of Wands reversed, or Taurus and Queen of Swords reversed not seeing eye to eye. The masculine seeing himself as the Tower reversed, and the aftermath of lovers holding on to the Ten of Cups. The Page of Pentacles learning, or a child of the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles too, taking care of her. It's like the kids surrounding her. The Page of Pentacles affectionate, the Queen of Pentacles reversed coming up as more greedy though, and the Knight of Pentacles emotionally fulfilled with a happy family. So it's like the kids seem to be happy, but the parent is not doing so well, or she could be mad about losing money. So joy, higher realms and magic came up because I pulled some other oracle cards. Untapped energy, which is 35, and around him was karma upright, settling out and sharing energy, the secret out to dysfunctional family with an announcement, destined back and forth energies, and the masculine clearing blocks about burdens, juggling without options, the Devil, which can be addictions, codependencies, or a Capricorn, spreading the word and of ending the battle, in disconnect with change and manifestation. That was at 331, which is the Empress and the Five of Wands, expansion energy. Also individuality came up. Make sure to be authentic to yourself, Divine Masculines. Putting it out there, the King of Pentacles upright, superhero with victory. It's like in Getting the Girl. Wish granted, 6 rays, an offer of new life to patient angel in order to find peace. The 10 of Cups was upright, but there's jealousy here of the Magician with love from the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Chariot here is here with a bold move for the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, who are healing and forgiving their world or completing a cycle, or that can also reference the sealed divine feminine coming in. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles both reversed, and the King of Swords also reversed, post-war with justice, divorce, or Libra energy, and a new passion, like it's ignited. Okay, so that was the read from last night. So I told you it was a quick one. Let me just give you a little bit of clearing here. The second read, the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt between 909 and 911. Okay, so you have the double nines and then the 911. So there might be some urgency type of things coming up. I also woke up at 8:08, so the double numbers were really coming up. 8:08, 9:09. Actually, all the times I wrote as I was getting up, 8:08, then it was 8:18 and 8:28. 9 o'clock also came up. Then the read was completed at 9:30 to 31, which is the Hermit, and the 30 to 31 is the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. So the union energy and then expanding from there. The major arcana for this read in front of you was Luna, the Moon, Transition, Karma, Tower, Starseed, Solar Deity, and Wheel. So there's a lot of major arcana for the masculine today. 7, we rarely get 7 majors in this read, right? So of the main cards, there's 10 cards. So 7 out of 10 is a lot. And then on top of that, we had the Higher Self and Lovers before the read. And we had 2 Cups, 1 Pentacle, 1 Sword, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and then before the read, the Page of Cups, after the read, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So we have 3 Knights here and 2 Pages, a lot of young energy there. So some of the signs that were prevalent because of the major arcana here were Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, and Libra. And then the numbers, there wasn't much in numbers at all in this read in front of you. The code line did add up to 14. It was 4 and 10. So the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Temperance card, the Angel with patience and balance. And it was all about love, domestic harmony, and love partnership. And the code line, to the nth degree, to see Knight 4, the Sophia, destiny of high vibration, toggling up is the key of karma to the nth degree regarding love, domestic harmony, and love partnership. And then I was getting that I am open to receive, and I said that times 2, and that was at 9:40 to 41. 41 was very significant in this read. It came up because today's date is 14, which is a reflection of 41. And then it came up again in reflection. Oh, I was getting that in one of my numbers, that the 41 and 14 are both in there. So it's that reflection of those 2 numbers. Not only that, but the code line is talking about the Knight 4, and then the 10, which is the 10th, and then the 14. So it's all about the 10s and 4s here, right? So the 4, 1, and 0. Yeah, so again, 41 is the Ace of Cups. 4, the Emperor, 10, the Wheel of Fortune, and then 14, the Temperance card. So I am open to receive, and I said it twice, and then I coughed twice. So I said it a 3rd time. That was at 9:42. So then coming back to the code line, to see the after-death test for Sophia's destiny to toggle up, that is the key to karma to the nth degree, right? So meditating. Also 4S and S10 were coming up to the nth degree. See the good 4s, or also aid and PTs were coming up. So anyone who's having any kind of physical therapy or any kind of aid that's good. 4 is like survival level of manifestation, so it has to do with really taking care of your body, your lower chakras, and that kind of stuff. So the high vibration is key, And also, since karma came up, car and ma were coming up. So some people may be dealing with their car or their mother today to the nth degree. Again, K is energy, so that as well. And the arm and atom were coming up. So there might be something about a masculine's arm as well to the nth degree. And it was weird because I got this weird pain under my left arm, but on my back, but under my arm. It was weird because it wasn't a feeling I felt before. It's not here anymore, but it was at the time that I was doing this. Yeah. So the Ace of Cups was really important, as well as the Temperance card here, and that reflection, as well as the 4 for the Emperor and the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune. So just some of the stuff that came up online. 10 minutes of instant karma, and then a fortnight was coming up. And a fortnight, 2 weeks, that came up in another way for me too, because 2 weeks is 14, and 2/14 and 3/14 came up again. Also, since the 3 nights were coming up, and the 4 nights, because we had 3 nights in the read, plus the number 4, saying the 4th night in the code line, which would be from now, because it's the 7th, it was coming up as the 10th and the 11th. So those may be significant days, as well as the 14th, okay? So the 10th and the 10th, the 9th is the full moon, and then Mercury goes direct on the 10th. So there's a big push right there. Yeah, and plus 310 adds up to 17, which means 3/9, the day that the full moon is 16. So this full moon is going to be a huge release. Plus, I didn't realize it was in Virgo, and I'm Virgo, so it's going to affect me. But we have, yeah. Anyway, 4th night, in whatever respect, however you receive it, may be significant to you. And again, Pi Day coming up. And the fortnight is, again, 2 weeks, the 14 was very significant. And then Karma, Andreas was coming up, located in the Pranamaya Kasha of the vital sheath of the astral body, is called five soldiers, and Commander-in-Chief is the mind. Another header that came up was Adept, the toughest kids, which was really referencing the movie I watched last night about the writers. From YouTube, this was at 12/9/13. Contact Credit Karma, fastest no wait time. GetHuman.com was the site. And then I was getting a lot of connection from my masculine yesterday and today. But this morning at 10:01, I was really wondering if he was having sex. 10:01 to 10:02 a.m. this morning. Some of the other headers were When You Mess with the Wrong People, Instant Karma, 2017. Nisi has a body piercing, 2. And that was Mighty Moon from YouTube, 6/26/19. Another Karma meme came up, as well as Credit Karma again. Trip.com came up, and then Yoga, What is Karma Yoga, from Quora. So that was coming up around balanced awareness regarding love, experiences, glimpses of reality. And okay, and then I was turning the page at 10:10, but I was definitely getting some sexual energy coming through. And I definitely had sexual energy with the masculine last night at 9:40, and then again today. Today it was like around 2 o'clock today, sexual energy as well. So if any of you guys are experienced that more so than usual, not everyone feels that. Depends on what your psychic abilities are. If you're very clairsentient, you're going to tend to feel that more than someone who's more claircognizant or clairvoyant or clairaudient, whatever your talents are. All right, so it is a full moon, so it would be a time when more sexual energy might come up. What else came up in the headers here? All right, so at 10:11, we start out with the Luna card, or the moon, and the underlying energy. We have the higher self, so here's the moon, and then we have the higher self, the lovers. See the lovers there with the rainbow, and then this is the Page of Cups, but again, the Page of Cups was reversed. So the moon with Luna came up because the full moon coming up on the 9th. So we're in that full moon energy. And then fortnight came up again here. So, and again, the moon cycles are based on fortnight cycles, right? Every 2 weeks. So again, 14 comes through as well as the next new moon. Gemini reversed, excuse me, Pisces reversed, Gemini upright, and Cancer upright all came up right here in this first part. After the secret out of lover's rejection at this full moon, there is vulnerability here. At night in the full moon with the Knight of Wands reversed, who could be a player, or just falling short, holding back their desires in order to find peace. Letting go to repair with third party out in the cold, together, in exile, destitute, injury, or illness. It can be anything like that. So sudden events, epiphanies, shock, surprise, blowing their top, their crown, or their cover with news, all right? So, and I'm definitely hearing that too. I was getting it that the masculine's really blowing his crown right now, so they're really awakening, and I've been hearing that as well, but it was coming out in my reads. So 10:30 is the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands, a message or spreading the word of sunshine, energy, kids, or full exposure of the King of Cups reversed, as well as the King of Pentacles upright. May have been dumped or dumping, crying, peeing, vomiting, or overwhelmed, or just no love with the Page of Pentacles, who could be a student or child, but also could be an opportunity or invitation, or tears of joy between a King of Pentacles and a Page of Pentacles, because that can be a father and son or father and child. And this is where I was getting that weird pain underneath my left arm, but more toward my back. It was just a weird pain. Scorpio upright and Leo upright. So again, that was at 10:30. A sudden message exposing the King of Cups reversed and their manipulation or drinking. And the King of Pentacles speaking about the gold coin or unity consciousness, or at an auction, selling things he doesn't love anymore. I was definitely getting a formal auction. Revenue not streaming in, and the King of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles offering Holy Communion to light spirits, or to lighten up the spirits of the Holy Grail. So it's like the masculine and perhaps a child helping them, or someone who's a student of the masculine, offering up Holy Communion to help lighten up the spirits, or bring the spirits of the feminine back up, the Holy Grail. Or no love lost between the father and child, or the King of Pentacles is speaking in the fall from their sacral energy, and now with new student of heart-based communication. All right, so now it could be just reflecting him as a new student and changing the way he thinks about things. Holy Communion, receiving love from above. 1111 literally came up on this card, or leaks in the glass ceiling or an actual ceiling. Teachers and students. And I was just getting the paradox. Because the masculine also came up at another point as, liking to be the one to tell other people how to do things, but not so much liking to be the student, right? Because it makes them feel small again. And then the Phoenix rising to lift spirits. Father and Son, God and Jesus, their job to fill Mary Magdalene's cup. And again, this is not about religion, it's about unity consciousness. So we talk about Christ, it's about sitting at the table with anyone. It doesn't have to be a Christian, okay? This is just unity consciousness. So their job is to fill Mary Magdalene's cup and turn her, the Holy Grail, upright again. And then some of my numbers came up from my card clusters, and when I canceled them all out, it ended up being 14 again, which is the Temperance card, and the fortnight. So sunshine is out, can be a Leo as well, Justice and or Libra, resting, meditating in separation, or heartbroken in divorce or separation from self, or sunny out but raining on the inside, and in the 5D, hanging out with lots of red root safety and security issues in order to heal together, showing a willingness to take a step toward justice, keeping us on the right. It's like the masculine keeping the feminine, their union, on the right, and separation energy on the left. Or 3 swords hung, but is it good feng shui was also coming up. Our love and the 3 of swords apart in the 5D, but one in the 3D, so it's hard to see through the rain, right? So the masculine understanding the oneness of our love in the 5D, but then when it comes down to the reality of the 3D, it's harder for him to separate the two, the pain from the union. So chemistry comes up, and beneath that was soulmate, and another cluster of numbers came up, and that came out as 15 this time. And so that's shadow energy and shadow work. So energetic exchange and expressing feelings and arrows of love, fast-paced communication and or travel, passion perhaps under a tree, or in the 5D, him wanting the feminine to keep her mouth shut about the secret garden. So the secret garden comes up again. And then strumming my pain with his fingers, singing his life with my words. In all business relationship and unhappy family, or ending of that emotional cycle and separation, but still present at work, or still present working at home with their partner. 6 of Cups came up here, and as the secret garden, right? So the secret garden is from Jerry Maguire, that came up in the read yesterday, so it's coming back again, being labeled, it's labeling the 6 of Cups card, the children in the garden, as the twins' secret garden, which I love that. Matching up soles and knees, or arches with curves, feng shuiing the home to get rid of bad karma, no more ankle jingles, right, an ankle bracelet type thing, or errand boy, or fruit left out catching flies, karmic partner trying to process what the divine feminine's been through, having dealt with teenage abuse. All right, so this is coming up from the karma, maybe being able to identify somewhat with the feminine now because of some kind of teenage abuse they've been through at 1103, which is Justice and the Empress. The divine masculine muzzling the divine feminine again and pushing the truth aside in the secret garden. She can't prove anything if he lies. Happy ending here is 93, and beneath that was Follow Your Dreams, which is 85. Deliberation, indecision of the King of Wands reversed, poor judgment or no judgment, or holding back an announcement. The Sun is reversed, the Chariot's upright, the World's upright, and the 5 of Pentacles is upright. Tired, sick, drained, or overexposed, or just sick and tired and in need of sunshine or vacation. In a bold move, without driver, you complete me, even if we're out in the cold together. Coming to make amends without Leo or Scorpio negative energy or ego-driven, right? So the driver who would normally drive with them isn't coming, or anything that's ego-driven, just the Cancer node and Pisces Chiron. And then Krakow was coming up. Or Mother and Dreamweaver cracking open the cash cow without ego, humbling self in need of his sunshine. And then you had me after hello. Okay, telling me to be quiet, or the feminine. Stop telling my story and let you do your thing. So the masculine in need of sun, moving out to the world to open up their heart now that it's spring, or perhaps go skiing or skating out in the cold, preserving your cells, making sure kids are dressed warm, and clinging to their mother now with no hat on, so he's offering his. Warm in his secret garden, inspired to be joy and enjoy others, to come together with his other in orange or coconut grove or botanical gardens. Crown covered, watching each misstep on the chessboard, strategizing which line to cross or cross to bear. Italian taupe or terracotta red, or both in floor because they are a chessboard, or something that's on the deck that's indestructible. That's definitely a guy's thing, right? So they don't want to have to keep touching it up every year. So all fruit trees in the yard, and cuppeth running over, no shoes in the house. 3 grown, 1 still young and inspired, twins with bunny, frog, and cat's eyes, or a cat. Celebration at the full moon weekend, and the Page of Pentacles in separation from family, perhaps leaving for college early, or a child moves out from unhappy family, or in a split. But there seems to be happy endings here, no matter what, for the masculine. The recent past is the 10 of Cups reversed, celebrating that it's over, an emotional cycle, or early graduation party, or a birthday party, perhaps. or somebody could be leaving work as well. Stuck with the Queen of Pentacles or blocking her, destined to be stubborn or just not work, or disabled or unable to function due to pain. And now the worst is over of the inequity of a situation, of debt or scam or not sharing equally, not using intuition, or the secret is out. At the full moon with the Page of Wands, who was good in the underlying energy, but then becomes frustrated, perhaps having a temper tantrum, or gets sick or ill or tired, worn out. Taming the beast with the truth presented, crown taken, or is now open now. Foundation is the Knight of Cups reversed, grieving an end of a family or a cycle with the Queen of Cups reversed, sad and holding her tongue, as I'm losing my voice again here. Again, the Knight of Cups reversed, grieving the end of a family or emotional cycle, along with the Queen of Cups reversed, sad and holding her tongue, okay? And that can definitely represent the masculine and feminine. As I lose my voice, because I'm literally the Queen of Cups soul number, and my masculine is literally the Knight of Cups. All right, and I can't speak now. So in the end of a family or emotional cycle, or just all that we've been through together, it's just feeling sad, that sadness about everything we've been through. 1142 is Justice and the Two of Cups. And I was also seeing a new perspective on something. So it was interesting too, because I noticed usually my son's been parking in front of my steps in front of my house, but he's not here right now. He's visiting his sister. So my neighbor parked in front of my house, and I never really know why, but I always, you get kind of possessive of your house when someone parks in front of your steps, because that's your spot, but it's, really open because it's community. But instead of thinking that, why is he taking my spot, I was thinking, oh, maybe he's pulling up there to show that somebody's here at the house, right? Because my son's car isn't there. So just an example of a new perspective I was seeing today. So, even if it's not true, it doesn't really matter. It's just being able to see a different perspective so you don't feel any negative emotions come up. So at 11:43 a.m., which is the Justice and the Three of Cups, and then to 11:44, the Four of Cups, mastering, grounding, and integrating, receiving love. The Knight of Cups reversed is sad without love, without the Queen of Cups reversed. And the central energy is coming up as the transition, or the Death card reversed, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, dysfunction or end of family or loss of money or income, in a scam or debt and spreading the word. The Hermit is reversed, coming out after being over-isolated to connect in a strong bond. The challenge being judgment reversed, deliberation, indecision, no karma, or dreams fulfilled without working. And I sneezed at 11:47. Justice and the Synchronicities, the Seven of Cups. Happy with self, and it's like learning to be happy with his imperfections and his insecurities. So happy with self and insecurities, with lover, even if lazy or stubborn, or physical imperfections, choosing a path to detox and hang out for new perspectives. So Scorpio reversed, Aquarius reversed, Virgo reversed, Pisces reversed, Cancer upright, Libra upright, and then Capricorn upright and reversed all came up in this section. So soulmates just being still without a need to drive or travel. No healthy offer, bulls breaking chains that bind, and sometimes he can be jealous or feel rejected, defending our wounds, right? Or talking to your best friend about them. So it's okay to be jealous sometimes. It's okay to be able to open up about that stuff. Communication and energetic travel back and forth between, and arrows of love, separation from issues at work, grieving if you need to, breaking patterns, dropping facades without fighting or competing, even if it takes forever to end, the never-ending story, until transition anyway, or living in the 5D portal more and more each day. Now is the Tower, and boom, I was getting arrows of love in union, lots of energy exchange and back and forth, expressing feelings of jealousy and rejection, acting out with insincerity and manipulations, schmoozing perhaps, feeling like they're going crazy or over-isolating, and then coming out to the King of Cups reversed, like father, like son, at a gathering recently. So the masculine may be dealing with the fact that maybe he's more like his father than he wanted to be. So it's interesting because that's been coming up more and more. The masculine's been coming up as the King of Cups, which is sometimes reversed. But before that was always coming up as the father. But now it's coming up as the masculine referencing himself as his father in different situations. Like he would never be that energy in certain situations, and in other situations now he's realizing, well, yeah, maybe there is a lot of similarities that I can see now. The Knight of Cups reversed flares up at the full moon. A tower event, an epiphany, blowing their top, their crown, or their cover out of the water because they're dealing with emotions. Blocks of jealousy and stubbornness taking forever to die. Tackling the boar or strong-arming tactics. Leo or ego, it's no surprise. Finding the words, the King of Wands reversed, with trouble showing affections except for in sex. Using this as his show of affection or stability, home. But other than that, there's nothing between the King of Wands reversed and the Queen of Pentacles, who could be a bit cold with her back turned towards him, or fighting over the home, grieving loss of business or issues, third party, and messing up, but not fighting for transformation of the Dark Knight. Suddenly taking from the Emperor reversed, which can be that King of Cups reversed, or running away, or hit and run. The Emperor reversed is crying or dumped or in the dumps or overwhelmed with a secret that's out. Leo or ego in control. And a King of Swords reversed in his negative self-talk and present to the Queen of Swords reversed, giving up, trying to get him to hear her words, her heart. Near death, dead tired, never-ending frustration of the King of Wands reversed, inner child. The wounded warrior defending his wounds within the union. The Queen of Pentacles without offer from the Knight of Pentacles reversed. The King of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed, both present to each other. The Emperor reversed ran away and dumped the High Priestess reversed, or the Emperor reversed dumped the King of Swords reversed with a secret passion, right? And that could be like a firing or something like that. Or it could be someone kicks somebody out in the family as well. 12, 14 to 15 again come up here. We had 14 and 15 for the number clusters, and now they're coming up again. The angel and the devil. Right? The Animal House thing, you know, the angel and the devil on either shoulder. Page of Cups reversed and the Page of Wands reversed, defending their wounds to the death, right? The inner children fighting, the stubbornness as the resistance. And what was Hitler called? The resistance. Soon, at 12:15, the Hangman and the Devil. The Starseed, which is the Fool in this deck, upright, suffering in silence, the Queen of Wands reversed, ending the battle. Insecurities of lovers connected to suffering in silence. This can be stress, being up nights, headaches, crying at night, whatever, but a fresh new start and a big download to the masculine's crown. Suffering in silence, the Queen of Wands reversed is tired of fighting or competing. The Empress with a negative past, or negative memories, or negative kids, or the past returning here with a vengeance and frustration, as the Ten of Pentacles reversed, dysfunctional family, business, or legacy, or loss of the Queen of Swords reversed, no longer talking, or just negative self-talk, or holding a lack of clarity, or verbal abuse over the Empress's head. Or the Queen of Swords reversed with negative things to say about the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or legacy, taking the wind out of their sails. Or big institution who took her life and her money. A single mother battered or abused by the institution that she was faithful to, who left her uninspired. Okay, this is single mother issues. And this was actually touching base with me leaving Penn as well. Or mother speaking out about her mother abusing children, seen as the pillar of her community, right? Keeping things like that undercover. Their secret garden. Very different than the masculine and the feminine. The Queen of Wands reversed may be unable to fight her own mother due to power and control and money. Aries, Aquarius, or Gemini tired of fighting her own mother's abuse, or divine feminine and dealing with her own past and kids. And on top of that, sexual energy from the masculine that she loves, who may still be with another woman, for sex or for money, status, and or power. Masculine sees himself as the Four of Pentacles reversed, opening his heart, the Batcave, free to leap away from work, under the radar, seeing synchronicities of the King of Cups reversed, who could be his father or not, a sovereign, and then the Hierophant reversed. Sovereign boxed in by emotional detachment and manipulation, as well as the Taurus reversed in a divorce or breaking contract or alternative systems, rising above and staying in her power as the patriarchy falls around her or at her feet. Aries upright, Taurus reversed. Religious factors, which can be anything. It doesn't have to be religion. It can be cultural, age, whatever. And then engagement, and very soon also came up for the masculine. Around him, or how he's seen, is the solar deity or the sunshine, connected and dropping the facade, dropping the act. At 12:40 to 41, which is the Page and the Ace of Cups, along with the Hangman, I was pulling some identification cards to see what was coming up for the masculine, and a whole bunch of cards came up all identifying the divine feminine. Basically him saying he is his divine feminine. The Page of Cups reversed, rejected, vulnerable, or crybaby all of a sudden, or rejection held over partners' heads, exposed and causing all hell to break loose and causing a fall, a trip, a breaking of patterns. Or no more juggling, since entitled child lost their crown, or child vulnerable or shy or causing problems every time the divine masculine is happy to get back their attention. So these could be children trying to control the divine masculine and not wanting him to go to another woman, like if he's broken up from their mother. Exposure of the need to be on the same page with children who are acting out, right, between the parents, getting everything exposed and out on the table from the get-go. And this can be with the feminine also. The masculine needs to clear blocks about destiny and walking away from impatience, fallen angel, to release self from anxiety, fear, and prison. At 12:48, which is the Hangman, which can be hung out to dry, so somebody could be in prison or have gone to prison, and then 48 being the Eight of Cups. The third energy and frustrations and child abuse all come up. 12:50 is the Hangman and the Ten of Cups. Again, the emotional fulfillment, unless it's the end of a cycle, which there can still be emotional fulfillment there. It doesn't have to be an end of a family, but it definitely can be. So love comes up, domestic harmony and love partnership, but even more so here for the masculine is pride. Don't let your pride get the best of you. And definitely with the full moon, I always get a lot of more burning in my spine than usual at the full moons. So that's coming up again. And the need, and my lungs feel really constricted, like I have to take a lot of deep breaths today. The Queen of Cups reversed, standing up for self, perhaps even a hug allowed, letting go of their pride. The Knight of Swords reversed, suddenly holding their tongue, or no announcement. Their world upside down, or the sealed divine feminine in another world, defeated or bowled over by the Five of Swords, aka the frog turning into a prince in a growth spurt with an offer of a new life. The Queen of Pentacles home, grieving and dropping the act to end the battle and never-ending death of the Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed. Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, and Virgo, as well as Libra and Aries coming up here. The Page of Swords with light, taming the beast, and coming out the King of Pentacles with an opportunity or invitation, or father and son or child, Leo and Virgo energies. The King upright and the Queen of Pentacles upright, both of them upright here, but not standing together. The King of Pentacles is coming up as more Virgo energy. The Queen of Pentacles is coming up more Taurus and Leo, or with ego energy, or separated by a Leo-Virgo energy. The King of Pentacles with a child or two. The Page of Swords with a message, and then walks away, with clarity about the Three of Pentacles reversed, issues at work, third party, or someone leaving the job, to find peace. Being still without working, perhaps swimming with the dolphins, or sitting by the ocean. Implementing a plan to present the truth and then stand up for himself, dropping his burdens and responsibilities, and confession of love offer ignored, and dreams now come true, with healing or stardom, shining light, or Aquarius at the top, deliberating, stepping down, or holding back an announcement as the King of Wands reversed, or from the King of Wands reversed. But there is happy ending. It looks like a happy ending for the masculine, ultimately. So we have the full moon, and again, my back burning, I wrote that down here, with the higher self or the lover and the secret out, feeling vulnerable, shy, and rejected, or entitled, spoiled child, or someone finds peace away from the player, or the divine masculine falling short on energy connected to third party or negative associations, in exile, injured, or ill, layoffs, firing, or closed down, or retiring. The Knight of Cups reversed is sad, opening his heart to expose all of the full moon. The Ten of Cups reversed, family or end of family or emotional cycle of unhappiness, and never-ending story or near-death experience, and challenged by the Aquarius reversed, or karma with poor judgment, indecision, or end of karma or karmic contract. For a fresh new start with a big bomb dropped, destiny suddenly here, epiphanies, and holding tongue, or a big announcement it's like holding back a big announcement until a smaller message is given first. A little bit of light, walking away from work, stubbornness or Taurus to find peace. The full moon with the Ten of Cups reversed, ending the cycle, in a celebration perhaps, the Knight of Cups reversed, resisting transition, or jealous post-transition and challenged by holding back an announcement, or indecision and sudden events, epiphanies, sudden jealousy that popped up out of nowhere. The divine masculine's heart open to a fresh start, exposing all or vacation destined to hold tongue, or suddenly holding back words or an announcement to make sure that one message gets out first, and then walking away to be still and find peace. At 125 is the Magician and the Knight of Wands. So then I was getting at 126 with the exit letter coming up. And again, the mission statement from Jerry Maguire is the things we think and do not say, the future of our business. And I actually titled a letter to Penn when I left there, that exact title. And actually, I'll probably post it for you at some point. All right, so that is the read. Let's see, where are we? We're at 5242 at the end of this read. So I'm going to pull you a few oracle cards and see what we have. Let's see, this is my little, like my mini deck with just characters in it. So sometimes I'll shuffle from here to see what characters are coming up. So the masculine sees himself here as that Four of Pentacles, which is the Batman cave, right? The Bat cave. And also we have sunshine over here, which the masculines can definitely be seen as sunshine, right? Probably most of them are really smiley people. All right. So who is the masculine today for you guys? Is there somebody who is a pretty standard representation? So 3 cards, no more. These all just fell out. See, I told you when I ask about the masculine, it comes out all about the feminine. Okay. It's like he's seeing how her different aspects match up with his different personalities. And there may be someone out there who's multiple personality disorder, but it really was coming up like that today because he's like matching up how his different selves match up with the different selves of the feminine. And then the bottom of the deck, when I just did that, was the Two of Cups, which is funny. And there's that Knight of Cups I told you. Okay, so that's that. So this is what, I haven't really used this for you guys yet. This is just a stone deck. Okay, so I don't know, I probably can't even pronounce half these stones, but let's see what comes up for you guys. All right, so for everybody watching, the best and highest good of others concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Okay, and let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of others concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. One more shuffle. They're still a little bit stiff here. So let's see what stone comes out for you guys. Take a deep breath. Whoop, a whole bunch wanted to come out there. I don't want that many. Okay. Can you just give me like one? Or I'll take these two. All right. So they both come out in the same kind of color too. So malachite and turquoise. Beautiful colors. Look at that aqua. That's like that beautiful Caribbean color. See? So malachite says prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. That's nice to hear. And then turquoise, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. The underlying energy is citrine. And I was lucky because I could actually pronounce all of the ones that came up today. Unnecessary worries. Release the burdens of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. Okay. So those were nice stones. Let's see here. This is Metatron, the Metatron deck here. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, Metatron. What do you want to share with us? What is our takeaway from the read today? What do you want us to know? For everybody. All right, Metatron. What do you, oh, that came right out. All right, blue, Madonna and mothering. Oh, Madonna. And Madonna came up from something else. I can't remember what it was. But something came up. Oh, I think Madonna did one of the movies I watched this week was Madonna. So that was important here. Madonna and mothering, blue. And this is very much that indigo blue of the third eye. So 29 of the 3 of Wands here, which is also staying present. Staying present, the gift to the moment. These two guys want to come out too, all right? We have wake up call, listen and take note. All right, wake up call, and I just said a lot of the masculines really seem to be waking up here. We have 11 of justice. And then here, leadership, answer the call, the wake up call. All right, this is like the 10 of Wands in this SIRIAN Starseed deck too. Number 8 is strength. So the bottom of the deck here, yin yang kind of wants to pop out too. Balance needed, but that's always correct. Duality, that's 23 of the King of Wands. And this is the underlying energy, review and reflection, timeout needed. So this is the underlying energy, so we're going away from this, which is the 2, the High Priestess. And then just to show you the 3 cards that came out together. Okay, and they're very different purples, but all kind of purple colors. But the different variations of it, just like people. Okay, the Madonna, the wake-up call to listen and take note, and then the leadership to actually answer the call. Make the call, listen, and then answer the call. Okay? And tap into the mother energy. All right. And we have the energy deck. Thank you, Metatron. All right, let's see. What do we have from the energy deck? All right, the energy deck. All right, we have 51, which is that King of Swords, healer of the ages. That's very much representative of the masculine and Jesus. And there's those 2 flames going, okay? So it's like he's got a handle on it, right? Did you not? Wait. Did you not trust me? Do you not see this? Look, I got it. On the bottom of the deck, the next card coming out is the World next to it, 29, which is that being present again to the moment. And then we have first chakra. Root chakra is definitely coming up today. 35 is the Mary Magdalene energy as well. So him needing to clear his root for his Mary Magdalene and to be present to the world. The bottom of the deck is the woman holding her heart, and that came up for me earlier as well. 44 is that being able to receive love. That's important for the feminine. And then just the animal deck, and then I'm going to let you go. So let's see. This is the Animal Tarot. What are the messages before we go? What is the point for the read today? What is the takeaway? For the best and highest good of all, there's concern. What is it we need to know? What do we need to learn? Okay. By the way, there are cats on the back. Okay. What do we need to know? Oh, that came right out. All right, slid right out, just as sleek as he is. I got another card earlier with the 2 stallions in it, the black and the white. So the thoroughbred horse, get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. The Prince of Winter, decisive, focused, driven, and impulsive. All right, there's your masculine there. Then there's a couple cards that are popping out here. This one definitely wanted to come out with that one. Release, which is 13, transformation with the peacock and how beautiful that purity is, okay? It's time to release the past and move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. Okay, so we have that, the thoroughbred and this pure white peacock, you know, such a difference in energy there, but beautiful, both of them, very much so. Very fast and very beautiful. This guy was dropping out too, 2 of summer. They're so cute, the lovebirds. Ah, that's perfect. You're falling in love or experiencing a deepening of emotion in your current relationship. Marriages or romantic partnerships in distress can still be saved. Don't give up. Okay. And then this guy is just sticking out in the middle of them, opened up, the lovers, all right? How much more lover stuff can you get? And got the butterfly there again. The flamingo, true and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices, the lovers, number 6. Okay, so you got 2 lovers cards here. And then the bottom of the deck is the 4 of spring. We got 2 again, the otters. This is all your different twin personalities. It's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. All right, so look at the otters. These are the cards you got. All right, see the underlying energy. The stallion's by himself and the peacock's by himself. So that could be like the masculine and the feminine. And then we have 2, look at the different, all the different couples we have here. Like, so each twin is completely different. But there's so much union here. Do you see this? But only the flamingos have a butterfly there. There's a significance for that. So we have the lovebirds, the flamingos that are very pink. These are like ultra compassionate twins with the butterfly. So there may be complete transformation for this twin union, where some of the others may just be hanging out for a little bit, but there may be, these are the unions that are absolutely coming together. But you see they're all coming together in all different ways, and this is so beautiful. I've never gotten this much energy of the unions. Let me make that a little clearer for you. Okay, that was a nice ending, you guys. I have to show you the cards. All right, so there we have the moon with the lovers underneath it, as well as the Page of Cups and the higher self. Recent past is the 10 of Cups. That was reversed today. The foundation here, the Knight of Cups there. And the center is transition, the death card, but it's reversed. Karma is the challenge, the other underlying energies here. Let me just clarify that a little more for you guys. There's the tower in the crowning position as we go across the 4D bridge to the Starseed, which was upright with a big bomb dropping into the crown of the masculine, really waking him up. The masculine sees himself in the bat cave as his heart opening, and around him is the solar deity upright, right, exposing all. The block still going on for the masculine has to do with believing in destiny, right? Because usually it's him steering the wheel, right? And then look at all that blue. So there's a lot of throat chakra, which is why my throat totally went out during the read. We have pride up there too. That's third eye, okay, with the purple. So we end up on this card here, which is that's the Knight of Swords. Above the Knight of Swords is the Page of Swords, and then this is the Knight of Pentacles, but that one's reversed. And then we have the 8 of Cups up here and the 6 of Swords, which is upright. And we end up there on the Star card, and there's the underlying energies. But we're going into this energy here with all that throat stuff going on. And third eye. Okay. So drink your water and get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. Be good to yourselves, guys, and rise and be loved. See you. Bye.